Welcome to Indie Radio Newsreel. I'm Prajakta and you are listening to the news updates for 20th September 2024. Here are the international news updates for today. Children among casualties as Israeli strike hits southern Beirut. Lebanon's national news agency NNA has said 5 children are among the victims of a strike on a building in the area of Jammu Street in southern Beirut. Hezbollah says it fired at least 140 rockets into Israel after southern Lebanon was targeted by Israeli attacks. This comes after more than 30 people were killed in a series of exploding device attacks on Hezbollah members earlier in the week, which were widely blamed on Israel. Israel's airstrike on Beirut is the third on the Lebanese capital this year. Schoolboys killing in China sparks Japanese fears. The killing of a Japanese schoolboy in the Chinese city of Shenzhen has sparked worry among the Japanese expats living in China, with top firms warning their workers to be vigilant. Toshiba and Toyota have told their staff to take precautions against any possible violence, while Panasonic is offering its employees free flights home. Japanese authorities have repeated their condemnation of the killing while urging the Chinese government to ensure the safety of their citizens. The stabbing of the 10-year-old boy on Wednesday was the third high-profile attack on foreigners in China in recent months. Donald Trump says US Jews will be partly to blame if he loses election. Republican presidential candidate Donald Trump said on Thursday that Jewish American voters would be partly to blame if he loses the November 5th election to Vice President Kamala Harris, the Democratic candidate. During comments to the Israeli-American Council National Summit in Washington, the former president lamented that he was trailing Ms. Harris among American Jews. Israel would likely cease to exist within 2 years should Ms. Harris win the election, and Jews would be partly to blame for that outcome because they tend to vote for Democrats, Trump argued. Now to the national news stories. Centre's bid to establish fact-checking unit struck down by Bombay High Court. The central government's attempt to set up a fact-checking unit has been struck down by the Bombay High Court after stand-up comic Kunal Kamra filed a petition against the centre's move. Justice A.S. Chandurkar said the Information Technology Amendment Rules 2023, which empower the centre to set up fact-check units or FCUs for identifying fake news online, went against Articles 14 and 19 of the Constitution. The expression fake, false, and misleading in the IT rules was vague and hence wrong in the absence of any definition, Justice Chandurkar said. The case had gone to a third judge after a division bench of the Bombay High Court in January delivered a split verdict in this matter. 3 Jawans dead as bus falls into gorge in Jammu and Kashmir's Budgam. 3 border security force, that is BSF soldiers, were killed and 6 were injured when a bus in which they were travelling fell into a gorge in Jammu and Kashmir's Budgam district, the police said. The 6 injured soldiers are critical. The 52-seater vehicle was part of a 7-bus convoy going to the BSF's induction for deployment for the next phase of assembly election, the police said, adding that 35 BSF soldiers were travelling in it. Mamata Banerjee threatens to disengage with DVC over Bengal floods. West Bengal Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee today wrote to Prime Minister Narendra Modi accusing the Damodar Valley Corporation or DVC for releasing 5 lakh cusecs of water and causing floods in West Bengal. She said that West Bengal is facing the biggest flood in lower Damodar and adjoining areas after 2009. Banerjee attributed the floods to unplanned and uncoordinated release of water by the DVC system and called it a man-made flood caused by neglect. In her letter, the West Bengal CM criticized the DVC for shifting its focus from flood control to power generation, which she claimed has harmed the interests of West Bengal. Thank you for listening to Indie Radio Newsreel. For more news, audiobooks, and podcasts, stay tuned to Indie Radio or log on to www.indiejournal.in. Also consider subscribing to listen to our premium shows.